Back to With This Big White If My Heart Had Wings with Brennan.
Hi.
And me.
That's Ncjedi. I'm Yephyrros. And where we left off, I did a lot of interrupting other people's lines and not reading my own. There's room for improvement, but it'll be a gradual degrade into pain and suffering. Carry on!
If my glider had momentum.
Glider is continuing to learn leisurely above our heads.
10.
It's flying ever so slowly.
I noticed. This isn't how things work.
It is floating. It is floating from our view. I will say that.
Yeah, that's not video lag. That is just what we're seeing.
As it proceeded slowly across the blue sky, it seemed to be floating rather than flying.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
This isn't physics.
Fly in the wind like that. It looks like it would feel nice.
Yeah, it's coming down. It doesn't have any momentum.
Yeah. The turning glider looks as if it has given up on rising, and it came down towards the top of our hill. I mean, it's not like it was coming down to land. Still looks like it's floating. It was just reducing its altitude to cut off our heads. Why don't we try waving? They might notice us. She earnestly stretched out her hand and waved towards the white aircraft floating in the sky.
Stop floating.
Legend of Zelda Wind Waker! Aye!
Quick.
Aye! Brother! And see, you know what these remind me of? The animations. You know the bowling alley? Where it has old animations from the 90s?
Yeah.
It reminds me of those 3D animations.
Strike.
Yes. I don't know if the pilot noticed us or not. However, the wings reflected a gleaming light, and it really did look as if it was answering us, calling out to it. Then the glider turned its back to us and flew away, back to the other side of the lake. Where'd it come from? It's gone. She mumbled sadly as she lowered her hand. I'm reading these really badly, but I'm sorry because it's really late at night. Bear with me.
It's really late, as in 12 a.m. I suppose it's late for some people, but that's not usually... That doesn't seem to be too late for Brennan these days.
Extend the little wings which fly in the sky highly.
2 literal translations.
The police sirens are coming to arrest that sign.
Very nice looking game.
I do enjoy the art style.
Your line.
I fixed a flat tire, went with her into the town. This is the residential area on the opposite bank of the lake of Windmill Hill. Well, where we were just now. I'll take you back to your home. It seemed like she was going to say but before she stopped speaking.
Next.
For a girl with a walking disability, just because she was shown a little kindness, she can't bring some guy she hardly knows back to her house. Well, you are a stranger. Good job, girl. Good job for not getting directly in contact with strangers just yet. Don't mention it. If your tire ever goes flat again, call me anytime. I only said it as a joke, but she blushed and looked down nervously.
Nervously.
Not nervously. Quack.
Question mark?
If you're thanking me, you already did that just now.
ちょっとだけ楽しかった。友達と遊ぶみたいで。
I love how she crosses her eyes like her brain cannot comprehend friendship. Yeah, me too. And I saw something unusual too.
Plane. We don't have many of those here on this island.
The glider that we had just seen now was flying in the air above the hill where we were just now.
私も
Ah!
本物を見たの初めて。
Ah, eye contact! Her face is not at a 45-degree angle.
素敵な思い出ができちゃった。
She murmured quietly and giggled. Coupled with her cute and dainty appearance, she was her lovely smile.
それじゃあもう行くわね。
Now it's 45-degree angle. Stare into her soul. Okay, take care.
ええ。
The wheels squeak as she pushed the wheelchair along with her hands down an empty street. As I walked down the highway and I sang a little song. Behind her, the duck wearing a hat waddled along with her.
Well, it just mirrors that windmill a little bit too big. Does it look like... I don't think that pillar would hold it up. Maybe that's just me, but...
Don't worry, it won't stand up anyway when the blind lumberjack finds it. Hey! She stopped her hands and turned to face me. See you again!
You don't have to make it turn around.
She looked troubled and embarrassed, then left without saying anything. ... She sure was cute. Where is she from? Her appearance was quite graceful, as if she were the daughter of a rich family. A little lady with a duck? It was an odd combination, but they seemed strangely familiar with each other. Well, they are housemates. Okay, I better go. Now I'm going to the dormitory called Flying Flish Manor.
Flying Flish.
Flying Flish Flanor.
Good enough.
Due to certain circumstances, that place will be my new home. While walking along gently sloping street, I look up at the clouds moving above.
Wait here. We need a picture. We need a picture. We need a picture. There you go. Take a picture.
Snap it.
There you go.
Floating so freely like that. They reminded me of the glider. That distinctive silhouette that had left a mysterious impression on me.
Took us a long time to get here. The Flying Flish Flanor!
Yes. The place where all people with speech impediments can go. Huff, huff, and I blew it down! I finally found it. This place. Is this it? Flying Fish Manor.
Flying Fish Flanor.
Seems like there's a bit of a typo. I believe it's Flying Flish Flanor. There's such a big difference between its appearance and its name. No, it looks like a manor. That's like giving a tough-looking Japanese tosa a name like Lily. No, because it's a fairly well-sized house.
Maybe he's just confused that it doesn't look like a fish.
It does not look like a fish.
Yeah.
Maybe a swamp monster with these things being like the slime dripping down at the gate.
Yeah, that's what they were going for. There you go.
At least I called a mansion do flying fish or something. Oh, he's saying it needs a European or French name.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Whew! That's why even though I looked everywhere, I still couldn't find it. Well, if it's a European architecture in an Eastern country, it could be more likely to pop up. Because I thought it's not this place. I completely ruled out. And then walked around and around this area. Even now, I still can't believe it's so. I'll check the sign one more time. Flying Flish Flanor? There's no doubt about it. Even so, I'm still not entirely convinced. Walk in and ask. I mean, I know a lot about this place.
Walk in and ask. Oh, got eaten by the swamp monster.
Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. Oh. It's an old European-style building on the shore of the lake. And because of its appearance is a little spooky, when we were kids, we called this building the Witch's Mansion. Oh, don't worry, Europeans don't like witches either. As a test of courage, we would often sneak into the yard. We just thought it was a rich person's residence. But it's a dormitory. Keifu Private Academy Student Dormitory. I can't just stand here in shock. Ooh, okay. I took a deep breath and stood up straight. And was enveloped into the darkness. May I come in?
あら？お客さん？
Oh, a visitor.
Why do you keep stealing people's lines?
Dang it. Howie, we have standards in America. I take that back, actually. Some humans have standards. Whoa! See, she stabbed you through your chest cavity. It's European style. You should suspect him to have halberds. Suddenly, girls in her underwear appeared before me, and her expression that I had tried so hard to straighten out crumbled instantly.
どちら様ですか？
May I ask your name?
Stop stealing people's lines.
Dang it. Why? She's the one who should be worried about having been seen. Why am I the one feeling under pressure?
訪問販売はお断りしてます。
That's true. You could be an encyclopedia salesman.
どうしたの、かなちゃん？
What? She's gonna have that dumb college fraternity brother voice. I feel like that's gonna be in my mind. I want her to have that.
なんかお客さんみたい。お客さん？って、男の人？
Yes, the myths are true. Men are real. From inside, the other girl, this one was wearing clothes, showed her face, but when she saw me, she let out a hysteric scream. At the same time, the glasses she was wearing looked like they were about to slip off.
かなちゃん、ふくふく。
She could be a nudist.
どうしたの？
Another girl appeared.
あ、ゆかさん。
They're both still
知らな
surrounded
い
by
男
blue
の子が
aura.
かなちゃんの裸を。
They don't have a bottom half of their body.
I've seen worse at the high school, to be honest. Not trying to sound like a terrible person, but how do I yeah. No, give me more.
Keep trying.
I just want to. I've seen more exposing at the high school. Not saying it's good, but that's not under my terms naked.
なんですって？
What? No, that's not it. Just like a god of salvation, my cell phone rang. The word mom shown on the display. She found out, didn't she? They called her. Excuse me a moment. I quickly pressed the button to answer the call, while swiftly escaping outside.
Someone's yelling at us in that window over
Mom!
there.
そろそろ飛び噂について落ち着いてる頃だと思って。どんな感じ？
Well, the place is full of girls. Cooties. I saw one in her underwear.
当たり前じゃない。だってそこ。
That's not how question marks work.
Yeah. I'm more curious if she's more of the of course it is on the underwear or the there's a lot of girls there. Yeah. I checked the sign over and over, but then I noticed some small writing on the corner. Girl dormitory.
Got it. Right there. Save it. Save the game. We're quitting here. Thank you all for watching. Find out what happens next time
ないので
on If My Heart Had Wings.
How will Aoi handle being in the girls' dormitory? Will he obtain the cooties? Could he survive such a plague? Find out and more next time.